What's up, everybody? It's your boy Steve from the Watch Corner, and today we're going to be doing the review on the Sangamon 761st Tank Battalion watch. This is so cool. I'm the first YouTube watch reviewer to get one into the channel and to review it, and I didn't want to wait because this is a super dope watch, and I did buy the watch. Okay, it came in on loan, and I just reached out to Brian and said, I gotta buy this. I own all of his watches from his collection, including my wife, who has his Clara Harlow Bartlett. So I do have the Omaha Beach on hold, and I will be getting it soon, but I love his watches. I love him and Tyler, awesome company, amazing customer service. So I'm really excited about this. We're gonna read the story card that gives you some brief history on the unit. It's super cool. This is American history. This is Black history. You know, it's super cool. I love history, especially when it has to do with the wars. Going through grade school, I always got a excellent grade in history class because it always piqued my interest, and I still to today like to watch documentaries on the wars and things like that. So let's go ahead and get this camera flipped around and let's start this review. All right, everyone, before we get started, quick wristwatch check. I do have the dog on, the 1997 Seiko Kinetic from my friend on Instagram, DARPA Blows. So I do have the story card. We are gonna read that. Here's the awesome metal case it comes in. See, I got Go Gru there, my coffee, and ba-bam, there we go. Beautiful watch, quartz. One of the straps that comes with it, I'll show you the other. You have the gray, and I love the army green. They're two-piece straps. And then obviously you have your 1-year Sangamon warranty card. Like I said, this was supposed to be going back. That's why it's not filled out and not a big deal, because I am keeping it, and I did keep the hang tag because I do keep them. I am a huge fan of his watches. My favorite strap, obviously the army green, goes very, very well with the watch, but I do like this brown, tannish blue camo too. It goes really well. Now, we're gonna do some specs real quick. I do wanna go over a lot of things with the watch. I'm just gonna put this to the side. Like I said, gonna read the story card, but we'll go ahead and do some specs real quick live. So we have a case diameter of 40.4. Okay, zero this out. Case back to the crystal. We're looking at a 8.1, and then lug tip to lug tip. We are looking at a 45.5, and then we'll just do the crown to the case diameter. We are looking at a 42.2. So very, you know, nice measurements as far as the specs. Obviously with a high polished alloy case, it's a fingerprint magnet. Now we are dealing with mineral crystal, push-pull crown, not signed, 1 ATM of water resistance. If you look, it does say, let me just zoom in a little bit. This is the Freedom Series. So it does say that above the 6 o'clock. You get the 1-year warranty. It's rocking the Citizens Japan Quartz 2035 movement. Like I said, it's a polished alloy mineral crystal. So that is the specs. Now, if you look the colors on this watch were the colors of the 761st Tank Battalion squad. That's their colors, so that's where you get these colors from. But if you look at the inside of the dial here, the inside of the outer dial, that is a tank, the inside of the tank tread. So that's very, very cool. So that's what they did there, inside of the tank tread. Now, the back of it, you have the Sherman tank, 761st Tank Battalion. Black Panthers come out fighting. Now, that was their nickname, the Black Panthers. Now, the organization Black Panthers got their name from this tank division here. And see, it says limited edition. And you have these numbers here, which I am going to explain the system of the numbers. It's S001-22, and then you got Sangamon Watch Company there. So what those numbers mean are this. I wrote it down. Me and Brian talked on the phone about it. So the S stands for Sangamon, 001. This is number 1 out of 100. There was only 100 made. And yes, by chance, not on purpose, because Brian just grabs them and he boxes them up to ship. I have number 1 out of 100. Now, after the dash, you have a 2. The 2 stands for the Freedom Series, okay? And then the other 2 stands for, this is the second collection. This is the first new watch in their second collection. Now, their first watches were the Omaha Beach, the Mother Road, the Clara Harlow Bartlett, the ladies' watch, and the Lincoln River. So like I said, that dash, the second, after the dash, the 2 stands for Freedom Series. Number 1 is the New Beginning Series. Number 2 is the Freedom Series. And number 3 is the Spirit Series. And then, like I said, the second 2 stands for, this is the second collection, because this is the first watch in their second collection. There will be a dive watch and I believe a field watch. So they will also have a 2 in them because of that. Now, I like the red tip on the second's hand. It's very nice. Now, everything lines up and hits the indices perfect. Like I said, the whole purpose of this watch was to get young men and women into the watch. Watches that because of the smartphones. So this is very limited. The man who founded this, which is a huge fan of the Sangamon watch brand, bought 50 of them to donate some to Black history and other history museums, and a few of their friends bought them, and there is very, very limited. But at $139, this is an amazing deal. I'm just gonna wipe this off. So this is a really cool idea to get a young man or woman into watches, definitely. I recommend this watch. There's no ugly. You got the good, bad, and the ugly. It's all good. For the value and the 3 straps, and they're all quick release, you know, it's very nice. And I mean, you know, I'm a bracer guy, and I have all kinds of different combinations of braces that'll go perfect with these. So I recommend get one for the holidays. Maybe you can get one for a niece or nephew or son or daughter to get them into watch collecting, you know. That's really what the purpose of this was. Like I said, this was out on loan, but I reached out right away and told Brian I needed to buy it because this is limited to so little bit of pieces. So pick one up before the holidays. Brian and Tyler offer free shipping, UPS, for in the States, and it's very quick. So I definitely would pick it up. I love it how they have the Sherman tank on the back, and, you know, the unit and the Black Panthers come out fighting. It's very nice. They did a very good job with this. Like I said, this is nothing fancy, no sapphire, you know, not automatic movement, but they wanted to make this affordable for kids to get them into watches, young, you know, men and women. So I think that's a very cool idea. I love this watch. Like I said, they weren't going to come out with this. Their friend approached them and gave them the history on this tank unit and asked them to make it, and he funded it, okay? They were concentrating on their diver watch, which is still in the works and will probably drop next year. So that's the story behind it. And this is just a beautiful watch, and I recommend pick one up for a young man or woman. Definitely. Nothing bad at all about this watch. It's all good.
And that's all I have for you, but I recommend this. Definitely 100%. Kudos to Brian and Tyler for just putting out stellar pieces. They're amazing. I appreciate every single one of you. Our channel's growing. We're at 366. And as soon as I have all the stuff in, like I mentioned in the unboxing of this for the 500 subscriber giveaway, I will do a video on it and show everything off. And it's included is going to be a Sangamon, Omaha Beach, green dial version, which Brian and Tyler are donating for the giveaway, which they will, whoever the winner is, the first prize, they will ship it to them. So it's super dope. Thank you, Brian and Tyler, for doing that. Now, if you enjoy this type of content, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment. And before I go, I am going to read the story card real quick because I told you I would. Now, this is what you get with it. So I'm going to go ahead and read this, and then we will close out. The 761st Tanker Unit, nicknamed the Black Panthers, became instrumental in World War II's final battles as they railed across 6 European nations and participated in the 4 Allied victories. At the time, most African Americans in the military only served as support staff, such as cooking and cleaning services, but this squad came out fighting in the northern France and fought for 183 straight days, which was highly uncommon during this time. Now, this is what General George S. Patton, addressing the 761st Tank Battalion, October 28, 1944, said, "Men, you are the first Negro tankers to ever fight in the American Army," he began. "I have nothing but the best in my army. I don't care what color you are, so long as you go up there and kill the Kraut son of a bitches. Everyone has their eyes on you and is expecting great things of you. Most of all, your race is looking forward to your success. Don't let them down, and goddamn you, don't let me down. They say it's patriotic to die for your country. Well, let's see how many patriots we can make out of those German son of a bitches. There is one thing you men will be able to say when you go home," he continued. "You may all thank God that 30 years from now, when you are sitting with your grandson on your knee and he asks, 'Grandfather, what did you do in World War II?' you won't have to say, 'I shoveled shit in Mississippi.'" Wow. I've never read that address. So the 761st Tank Battalion was one of the most successful tank battalions to have ever served in the war. And the unit received major honors, including the President Unit Citation in 1998, the highest award a unit can earn. The 761st Tank Battalion collection is inspired by the first African-American tanker unit in American history. The engraved backside of the watch depicts the historic Sherman tank used by the 761st Tank Battalion in World War II as they advance across Europe. The 761st Tank Battalion collection is part of the Freedom Series. The Freedom Series honors American heroes who fought for the pursuit of liberty. The Freedom Series conveys admiration to our warriors and inspires us to be brave like the courageous freedom fighters that came before us. So that is the story card, and that's all I have. So if you just, as I always say, please remember, time is short. Let someone you care about know how much you love them today, and thank you to each and every single one of you, and thank you to Brian and Tyler for the amazing job they are doing commemorating U.S. history with their beautiful timepieces, and have a great day.